Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Adventures in the Forgotten Realms draft here on the channel. Before I dive in, if you do enjoy the video, hit that like button and subscribe for more content, and let's get to it. If you would like to catch the Twitch stream live, you can find it at twitch.tv/NicolaiBolas. I'm having a strange sense of deja vu. Meteor Swarm here, absolutely fantastic rare, and a card that I'm very fond of these days, just absolutely clutching it for me in many of my previous matches of the format. And wonder how many times this mirror has gone through this intro. I don't know. That's funny. But yeah, Meteor Swarm is easy first pick out of any pack you get it in. And after that, there are some good blue cards. There is the Eccentric Apprentice, which I like. There's Trickster's Talisman, which is kind of cute, with some things like Genie Windseer, Contact Other Planes. So there's some good blue cards in this pack. I would probably take the Eccentric Apprentice after the Meteor Swarm. And then after that, it kind of falls off a cliff. Maybe I would take Windseer, maybe the Talisman to try that out. Get some more reps with it, but easy Meteor Swarm here. Passing a lot of blue cards. Okay, so we start with a Meteor Swarm. Second pick, there is a White Dragon in the pack that we could take. A nice top-end card for any deck, really. I don't know, Maury. It depends on what you're enjoying. So White Dragon is a good top-end card. There is Hunter's Mark, which is a nice removal spell. Priest of Ancient Lore is a good value card. There's a removal spell here, but I think Hunter's Mark is better than Spoils of the Hunt, because you can also use this as a combat trick. Tough pick here between White Dragon and Priest of Ancient Lore. I think those are the... And Hunter's Mark. I think Hunter's Mark is the best green card, so I can narrow it down to that. And I think White Dragon is a little bit better than Priest. Or at least I want to get some more reps with the White Dragon. So I'm going to take the White Dragon over Priest. And then Hunter's Mark versus Dragon is close. I think I'm going to take the White Dragon, though. There isn't a good red card in the pack. I'm not going to take Faraday's Fireball here. I do want to get more reps with the Dragon. Okay, in this pack, there's another Hunter's Mark. Probably going to be my pick. Just the best card in the pack by a pretty wide margin. The Knoll Hunter's reasonable. Evolving Wilds is kind of good. But just getting a Hunter's Mark is nice. Green maybe is open. I can play red-green, or I can play green-white if I have to abandon my red card. Then it's just something that I'm willing to do. But easy Hunter's Mark there. And now, there are some options. There is a Faraday, the Devil's Chosen, so maybe blue-red is open. The dice-rolling deck. It would be another color to branch into. I'm not a huge fan of the Ranger's Hawk. There's a Drider, which is medium. Druid class is not my favorite card. I don't think it's particularly good. It's just so slow. There's some black cards. The Skeleton's okay. The Deadly Dispute is okay. Weaponry is reasonable. I could just take a gander on the Devil's Chosen. See how that goes. I would like to play the Meteor Swarm if possible. It's a bit expensive, but I think it's the highest upside pick. And now there is some great red cards in the pack. So I like the fact that I've kind of swung back towards red a little bit. I think that the red cards are both better than the Contact Other Plane. I love Hobgoblin Captain. The Bugbear is also fantastic. Both of them are very good. I think this card, I mean, there's a lot of 3-drops you can play, whereas there's not as many good 2-drops. So I'm very tempted to just take the Hobgoblin Captain over the Bugbear. Especially because double red is a little bit tricky. This card into that card is very good as a curve out. But I think I'm just going to take the Captain. Getting 2-drops is super important. And now, what do we see here? There is a Steadfast Paladin. Definitely a card I like. Makes it hard for your opponent to race. It can help you come back if you're on the draw and stuff like that. The Air Elemental is okay, but it's very expensive, so I'm not a huge fan. Deadly Dispute is pretty reasonable. I don't like Brazen Dwarf. So we'll take the Paladin. Lean back towards red-white. So, we haven't seen a ton of blue cards. Barbarian class can go well in a dice rolling deck potentially, but it doesn't do anything outside of that. That being said, what else am I giving up on? Like a random black card, a Bar the Gate, I'll take the class. It could be a really good card in certain decks that I get. And I'm not like giving up anything to take it. Wow, and now there's a Soul Knife Spy. This card is pretty nice. A fearsome card, for sure. There's no real good white cards. There's no red cards. So I think Soul Knife Spy is the best card, and I'll happily take it. It goes well with the tools, but I'm not really playing a black deck right now. And Genie Windseer coming back. I do like You Come to a River. This card, Wheeling. There were some good blue cards in this pack. There was like Contact Other Plane, I think, as well. There were a few blue cards. You Come to a River is nice, but I'm not going to take a You Ambushed on the Road over the Windseer. Okay, and now I think Rhyme Shield is the best card in this pack. I think Eyes might be slightly better, but I'm not playing black. I don't like Price. I think Power is quite poor. So let's take the Rhyme Shield. And now there's a Spiked Pit Trap, which could be a good removal spell for a deck that might not have as much access to removal. Secret Door is okay as well. Not sure if I want the Rapier. Bag of Holding is very slow. I'll take the Pit Trap. So some late black cards, but we're kind of far from playing a black deck. And by kind of far, I mean very far. So that's the only color I'm not really considering, even though I do like black in the format. Okay, both of these cards are bad, but they are both blue, which is kind of nice for maybe the color being open. Maybe this card's better than it looks just because there are some X1s running around. Wow, last pick Air Cold Elemental. That's certainly a playable. Getting a last pick maybe is a good indicator of the color combo being open. Ooh, and we opened a Feywild Trickster. So how many dice rolling cards do we have right now? 1 dice rolling. 2 dice rolling. So we'll have to pick up more dice rolling, but this is a really good payoff for doing so. What else is in the pack? Especially in blue and red. We could wield a Spiked Pit Trap, and there's no good other cards for us. So we'll just take the Feywild, and we'll try to play blue-red. Sure, why not? A lot of folks are maybe... I've heard that a lot of folks are not a fan of blue in the format, but I haven't gotten to play this deck myself, and until you try something out, it's really hard to just kind of abandon a color or color combination. Arcane Investigator could be the 2-drop we're looking for. Gives me some nice late-game edge. So I've got this guy, I've got this guy, I've got this guy. I've got kind of one of each payoff, which is nice. And getting 2-drops is always important. I do like the Valor Singer, but 3-drops are easier to get. It's like a late-game card. So yeah, we'll take the Arcane Investigator. And now another Hobgoblin Captain. A 3-1 is just a good blocker, and I feel like the deck could have some aggressive draws, like 2-drop, 3-drop, 4-drop. Like there could be like tempo aggro elements here. J Rolla, the first subscription of the day. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, J Rolla. 5 months. Impressive. I appreciate it. Red Dragon, I think, is better than the Plundering Barbarian. I also like the Hoarding Ogre. Red Dragon might not even be better than the Plundering Barbarian. I've been very impressed with this little fellow. I don't think Hoarding Ogre's in the conversation. I think these are the 2 best red cards. Even though this does roll dice. I just don't really care about the 4-drop as much. I'm going to get Windseers, hopefully. But Red Dragon. I do like the dragon, but I'm going to take the Plundering Barbarian. I think it could be better. This gives me some more flexibility to take like Air Cult Elementals at the top end. Dice rolling removal spell. Sign me up. I do like Rust Monster. I also like Boots of Speed. Maybe I don't want the Boots. Boots is really good with these kind of aggressive-ish cards. Yeah, Boots is nice. Faraday's Fireball is medium. Rust Monster's okay. Let's just get these Boots going. We're going to be like a tempo aggro type deck. Looks like. Maybe we want the Jaded Sellsword? We'll find out. Wow. Lots of good red cards. Kalane is great, but we're not playing black-red. There's a Valor Singer. There's a Rust Monster. Rust Monster's not as good in my deck, I don't think. I do like this guy. I think this card's reasonable as well, but I'm just going to get a 3-drop over the 5-drop. Cheaper cards are easier to slot into your curve and stuff. Boots of Speed number 2. How many creatures do I have? I have 12 creatures, 5 non-creatures. I like Boots of Speed over the weaponry. And Dueling Rapier. Maybe I can even play this Silver Raven that I have. We'll have to see. Hey, a fighter class. I get what you're saying. I'm picking up what you're putting down. You come to a Knoll camp. There's also Mordenkainen's, which I'm not a huge fan of. Bar the Gate, not great for me. This card could be okay. We'll see. So I've got a lot of playables right now. Assuming that the Silver Raven is playable, which is kind of a stretch. Sure, we'll take the Mordenkainen's. I kind of like this guy. Ward 3 is a lot of ward. I think the You Come to a River is more important than the Conjurer. Getting a bounce spell is nice. I don't have a ton of dice rolling, so maybe Barbarian class isn't going to make it in, but... Ooh, the Mimic. Not playable, but we'll take it. We're forced to take it. Okay, so pack 3. What would we like here? Well, we do see an Ochre Jelly, which I think is a good card. After playing against it, it's pretty solid, but I don't think I can splash it. I'm not a huge fan of the Mind Sorcerer because it's just 5 mana 3/4 that draws half a card isn't good enough. But I do like the Veteran with the 2 Boots of Speed and the Rapier. So that's a good 2-drop for my aggressive deck. Playing some blue-red aggro here, which could perform well. We'll have to see. Okay, so now what do we have? This card is an absolute beating. The rare is missing. We could just take Wizard class. I do kind of want to be beating down, but a 1/3 doesn't help with that. Come to a River number 2 is a little bit suspect. My cards are all kind of on theme right now, which I like. They're all kind of helping me with this beatdown plan. And Wizard class is kind of contrary to that, but this card might wheel, so Wizard class could be an off-road if I do have some more controlling elements. Okay, and now there's a Guild Thief. That could be good with Boots of Speed. 50 feet of rope might be okay as well. We'll just take the Guild Thief, though. Get a nice little aggressive guy. Yeah, the Barbarian class is not looking good in my deck. I just have it in for now. But yeah, we'll just keep all the playable cards in the deck. This card's technically playable, but not really for me. This card's not looking particularly great, but if it does get Menace and Flying, it's going to be hitting them pretty hard. Keep taking Boots of Speed. I wonder what's the upper limit on Boots of Speed that I would play. It is such a scary 1-drop to come up against. Maybe it lets me play these Ravens, even. Get the Ultra Aggro going. This card's a fine top-end card, but not great for me, so... I'm just going to keep taking these. I'm not going to play You Come to a Knoll Camp. You can already know that. The Javelinier. They also spare Dagger. And another Dueling Rapier. Feels like blue dried up, which is kind of bizarre. Because we've been taking blue cards consistently, but we'll have to see. We're going to take the Rapier. And maybe we'll get these Silver Ravens to wheel. And we'll just go for some kind of weird hyper aggro deck. Not really in the market for Blue Dragon. I'll say that much. Kick in the door. I don't really care about venturing. I don't have any other venture cards, but haste could be nice. Blue Dragon's too expensive in my opinion. You Come to River can be nice though. Maybe I'll get that back though. Shortcut Seeker, sure. Soul Knife. Spy's good. And maybe this card will be okay. I haven't played with it. I already got 2 of those, so I'm just going to get another Silver Raven. Maybe try this. Those boots are made for drafting. That's just what they'll do. I don't really need a 2/5. You see a guard approach. Let's go. Not really a Feywild Trickster deck. Not really a Wizard class deck. Yes, another Silver Raven, just what I needed. Heck yes. We're going for it. Ooh, the dagger. We're going all in. We're paving new cobblestones, as they like to say, in the business. Not really needing the Sellsword. How many dice rolling cards do I have? Like 1. Definitely not playing the class. But giving all my creatures haste is appealing. Okay, so we're not going to play any of these die rolling cards, I don't think, because we have 1 dice rolling card. Not going to play the wizard class. Might just refrain from playing anything that costs more than 4. Except for this meteor swarm. 3 boots of speed. These guys can protect my stuff from interaction. Could cut the shocking grasp. Oops. So 16 land. Wizard class is pretty good. Maybe I just play this as a win condition in case I get to the late game. I'm so glad you enjoyed it, Asteroid. I mean, the 5-mana aspect is really nice. Just kind of wins you the game on its own as a card. Counters my ravens. Maybe I can cut this spare dagger for the wizard class. We'll see. My plan right now is to play Silver Raven on turn 1, turn 2, or maybe Boots of Speed turn 1, turn 2, Silver Raven, haste it, turn 3, Dueling Rapier. Kind of go from there. We're trying out these Silver Raven aggro guys. They're not really, maybe not the most aggressive, but we'll see. Spare dagger could be okay. We'll have to find out. What's the color distribution? 13-11. 50-50 split here. Seeming good. These Soul Knife Spies could be good with these boots. Yeah, we're going to try it like this. I'm excited to see how the deck performs, and I'll see you folks in the matches. Before I get to the matches, I want to give a huge shout out to all of the patrons who support my work at patreon.com/NicolaiBolas, and special shout out to those at the credits level. Now is a great time to join the Patreon, with Adventures in the Forgotten Realms right around the corner, because the Patreon is where you will find my card-by-card grade spreadsheet for the format, also known as a tier list. So if that's something that interests you and supporting my content is something that interests you, then the Patreon is a great intersection of those things. And there's also a host of other cool rewards on the Patreon as well. I truly appreciate everyone who supports my videos on the Patreon. Thanks for helping the channel continue to grow and thrive, and let me upgrade my equipment with microphones and cameras and things like that. It really does make a big difference, and I appreciate you. Without further ado, let's get to the matches. Welcome to round 1. We've got the Dream Start here. Would this be better as a +1/+0 equipment? Probably. Well, this is what we signed up for. I think we'll play the Hobgoblin Captain on turn 2. This hits for 3 a turn. Yeah, I think it's best. Sure, get wrecked, opponent. They're so dead. I already know that they're dead. Even though they're definitely not, it just feels like they are. Next turn I get to play my entire hand. I'm not going to have any cards in hand on turn 3. Maybe this is the best home for Wizard class, because I can actually pay the mana to upgrade it. Is Silver Raven actually good? Well, World Rock, this is my first time ever casting it. Oh, you're going to regret that one, buddy. Ooh, that's good. I keep drawing cards that prevent me from enacting my play all my cards plan. Ooh, imagine if I draw You See a Guard on Watch and I just tap their creature and I hit them for 3. Oh, that'd be sweet. Keep that bad boy on top. I want to be able to haste my guys. If they activate Warlock class here, oh my gosh. Are they just dead? Okay, they found a land. Good on them. Start your venturing, buddy. Feels like I'm playing a different game than my opponent. Just gonna throw that out there. Going to Temple of Annihilation. It'll be fun. Oh, they gained a life. Nice. That's really gonna help them stave off my 3/1s. I'm just gonna activate this thing. They might have removal. Yeah. I mean, I could totally be dead here if they just, like, because I haven't found my second red mana to cast, like, both of these in a turn, which is kind of annoying. The wizard class fully upgraded is kind of a nice little tool. Definitely scrying away a land. If I see Meteor Swarm, I still scry it away, which is kind of funny. That's a good one, though. Because then any creature I draw is just lethal. Adventurer, pretty solid. Good card. If only I had another red mana to actually go for lethal here. Wow. Wow. Just what? Of course they have Ebon Death. Why wouldn't they? That card is a beating. What's the next one? They get a treasure. Oh, target creature can't attack until your next turn. That's not good for me. Not good at all. Okay. Okay, they're dead. We got them. Got them. Well, we got one win with the deck. That's kind of wild. Wizard class was actually pretty good. Probably better than the other card would have been, so good job. Deck. Okay. Do I want Mordenkind's Polymorph? Probably not. Do I want Shocking Grasp? Probably not. Do I want Price of Loyalty? Maybe. Probably not, though. I still just need more reps with this version of the deck, I think. On the draw, this is definitely a keeper. This plus this is a good combo. And Silver Raven is also going to help me find my second land, which I didn't even need. Well, I'm not cutting Meteor Swarm. That would be insanity. I don't need Wizard class in this hand. I have plenty to do with my mana. I would like one of my haste equipments, I think. Oh, Pixie Guide. So, Soul Knife Spy could be good. With these two You Come to a Rivers. Block if you dare, buddy. Let's go. They would have blocked if they had a removal spell, so this is probably going to work. It doesn't slow us down if they don't block, though. Play a 4-drop, buddy. You see a guard approach is so funny. I don't really care if they chump block here. Could have bounced this in response. I just want my Soul Knife Spy to be connecting. 2 to the top, okay. Whew, that's a good one. I'm gonna make a treasure. I guess I should have played the Hobgoblin Captain instead of holding up my stuff. That would have been better. Just significantly so. Good luck. So I guess not playing the Hobgoblin was good. Thank you so much, Icornal, for the subscription. Thanks for sharing that Twitch Prime. I appreciate it. I'll get the Hobgoblin Captain out of nowhere. Just in case they have some sort of wrath or something. Sure, buddy. Oh, that's awesome, Icornal. Wow. Well, that was a massacre. Massacre, as they say. Silver Raven did get kind of shut down by the Pixie, but a lot of decks aren't going to have a 2-mana 1/3 flyer to shut it down, so it'll probably get through more damage against other decks. And things worked out just fine. You see a guard approach was actually pretty nice there. Okay, 100% focused. The perfect hand. Guild Thief, let's go. Being on the draw is a little bit of a bummer, but that's how it goes. You have to be on the draw sometimes. Boots of Speed is good. I'll play Guild Thief. Sure, they might have Dragon's Fire or whatever, but that's how it goes. Oh, they don't have it. That's good. They're gonna have equipments. I missed tapped here. Yeah, I just messed this up. I should have got the dueling rapier attached to it. Treasure. Then I just start activating this every turn. Sure. No. Wow, they created a treasure. That's insanity. I'm probably dead here if I don't find a mountain to cast this Meteor Swarm. That's not good for me. So I can go this, hit them to 6, next turn, this unblockable. Can I win if I hit them to 7? Hit them to 7, the next turn I chump block. Oh, they can't give something haste, so I don't even have to block. I'll have to block something. They attack with everything. This thing can get 3 power, 5 power, 6 power. If I draw a land. And this thing, they'll be at 7. This can get to 6 power. I think this way I win even if they draw a, even if I, Oh, man. So I was dead even if I held the guy back. Rats. That was inches. If I'd been on the play, I would have won that game, I think. Just the way it goes sometimes, though. You can't be on the play every time. It's just observation. Was I on the play that game? I don't think I was. Pretty sure I lost at I roll that time. But yeah. Close game. Close game indeed. I think I might have messed it up as well. Could have maybe got an extra hit in with the guild guy earlier. And I might have been able to get the dueling rapier to attach if I had played my equipment better. So yeah, I should have played the extra mountain that one turn and had a 3-1 hitting them. So I could have probably won if I'd done that. Or it would have been a lot closer. Still very close, but I messed it up. So the sequencing is so important with this deck. Well, this is a good hand. It's all in, but this deck is very all in, so. I'm going to be hitting them for 7 on turn 3. Wow. Just wow. I can't believe it. Just the one card in the format that, like, doesn't care if it... Oh, my gosh. Oh, that's so bad for me. Wow. Jeez, I could literally have played against any other card in the entire format and been happier than seeing that guy. Thank you so much, Nurk, for the subscription. I really appreciate it. Just so unlucky, honestly. Like, if they play any other card, I'm literally going to have a 7-1 first strike attacking them every turn. And sure, they could have a removal spell or something, but this card dies into something. Okie doke. I just got the assist. Classic. This hand was very all in, and then it just never worked. Looks like they don't have removal either. They would have killed this and attacked me. Frustrating. Just the perfect storm of my 2-drop has 1 toughness, which a lot of them do, so that's not a huge deal. But if I had a... Then I didn't have my second color, because I was kind of all in on that plan. And then I never drew my second color or a card I could cast. I guess I drew a card I could cast. I drew the Boots of Speed over and over. I have the mulligan. I can't cast half my spells. And this is even worse. Rats. Well, not going to go to 5. Oh, it's so tough. These decks just need to have good opening hands. I just have to YOLO into a land. Gonna get rid of a mountain because I can't cast my spells without an island anyway, so I might as well just be like, well, I'm going to draw an island next turn. It's going to win me the game. And that's just going to be how my approach is. Yep. That's not good. This deck is pretty good when I draw like a reasonable opening hand, I think. It's just I happen to be drawing like really, really bad opening hands. That's a card that's good. That can save me. The island is what I needed. They could have removal here, and then I'm screwed, but that is the way it goes sometimes. Nice. Are they going to jump? Nope. Okay, we're in the game. We are participating. Yes! Nobody expects it. Captain is good. Okay, you got me that time. Pack. Tactics. We went 6-3, Beezer boy. I messed up one of the games that I could have won if I'd played a little bit better, I think. And then the last game I just flooded really badly. Whew, but overall, went pretty well. I hope this works. Haha, they don't have hexproof. No! I played all of them, Beezer boy. I played a lot of them. You might want to watch the video on that one. Many hexblades were played. Wow, got there. Whew, Soul Knife clutched it. I need more Soul Knives in this deck, but wow, just barely got there. Hit that island on the key turn. I think that aspect of the deck is really good. The hexproof card was so clutch too. Just like give my guy hexproof for a turn. Also, I think it's important to recognize that some of the decks that I play are more experimental, and also some of the decks are against slightly higher levels. So, like, the difference between players on the arena ladder is generally not that significant, but there is a difference between someone in gold and someone in diamond in terms of how much they've played, and so just the sorts of decks that they're going to have. And so, sometimes I'll be early in the format, I won't have played ranked draft for a little bit, and so I'll play against some lower ladder folks. And so my decks will just look a little bit better, even if they are, like, roughly equal power level to decks I play later. So variance is a factor. Well, we're keeping this. We have our hero. The hero, Soul Knife Spy that we need, along with his best compatriots. Soul Knife Spy is a great decision maker because of all these books that the Soul Knife Spy has been reading. The only thing that makes it, this hand is pretty perfect. We don't need the Raven. Goblin Captain! They don't have a shambling ghoul, thank goodness. Not gonna trade that. It just makes no sense. Do I sense a precipitous drop? No, no precipitous drop. Really? Hmm. Interesting block for sure. I didn't see the message. Fair. You'll have to send the link again. I did see the redemption. I just didn't see the message that had the link in it. And I was confused by the read my message for me part of the thing. Okay. Oh. I think you can definitely do some stuff in this format. It just takes practice and stuff. I would say just prioritize getting good 2-drops and a good curve, and then try to play all of your like bomb rares and stuff if you can. Obviously, like try to maximize your meteor swarms of the world. I think having a good plan, like whether you're in an aggressive deck or a defensive deck, is nice. This deck is kind of all in on its plan, which maybe isn't the best. But if I do draw like one of my birds, I don't know. But this deck like has a very clear game plan, if that makes sense. Yeah, it's okay if not every format has to be for everybody. That's definitely an important lesson. I'll wait a turn to see what I find. Okay. Really hope they don't have removal. But they probably do. Maybe they would have used it already. I don't know. They're going to 3. Well, that's good for me. Yeah, Strixhaven was a set that I wasn't as... I think I like this one a little more because you can play more color combinations. I'm not a huge fan of the... I'm not as big of a fan of the sets where you have to play one of the specific color combos. I think a lot of the aggression is also sculpted and meant much part due to best of one. That's just how best of one works. If you want to win best of one, the best strategy is like aggro gets better in best of one. Okay, so a good draw would be if I draw. Why did he spend the treasure? Or they spend the treasure? Oh, that's an ouch. So I would like to draw a mountain. Just literal worst draw in my deck. It's okay, no matter. Why would I want to win when I could just draw completely useless cards instead? Oh, that's tough. The odds of me drawing a mountain were higher than drawing an island because I have the same number. Oh, can you imagine if I just drew a mountain and won the game? How fun that would have been. Oh, gosh. This draft has been interesting in terms of things not always working out very well for me with my draws. Though there have been some games where things did work out, but no block. Just imagine. Kill their stuff. Oh my gosh. And now they've got a swarming goblin and I'm just dead. And now I'll draw the mountain. Nope. No mountain. Okay. I am raged. Enraged, as they say. Incensed would be a good word for it. I could kill 3 things. 4, 1, 3. I would have had 3 red for that, and then 3 blue. Instead, I cannot cast it, and I lose. That is pretty much the deciding factor. Though, this card might have been able to stabilize them for a little bit longer. Well, we're still in it. 4, 6. Oh, I can't even... That's tough, too. I can't... If I had one more life point, I could try to win that way. Tough Tootsie, as they say in the biz. Can I kill everything? So they have 5, 8 total. They have 10 total toughness, so I can't kill everything. Just give me a break. Why? Ugh. Mountain, I could have gone kill, 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 attack, draw this, tap this thing. Oh, imagine how sweet that would have been. Well, maybe they'll let me hit them. Do I have any 4-powered creatures that I could... No, this thing was also really good against me. Yeah, the problem with having to draw a mountain is that now I'm just toast. Yep. Ugh. Really disappointing on that last one. Ugh, I can't believe I lost a game to a Shambling Ghast, and I lost a game to just not drawing my third mountain. I think I had... And then my last loss was just... I wasn't on the play in a game that it really mattered in. And I think I also messed up playing my mountain on turn 3. I played an island instead. Really felt like the games are really close with this deck. And I was 3-3 is a pretty solid record, but it was just off. It was just off. The mana is just not great, but the deck seems to have potential. I'll have to try it again in the future. Maybe this card is good because it's good with Soul Knife Spy because it lets the Soul Knife get in, gives it evasion, extra point of power for a turn. Tough. I hate losing games to the mana thing. It's just like not as good. It's like, I'd rather like get to play and have my opponent beat me. Tough. Price of Loyalty was not worth it. I do not have any way to use the creatures, and it's just very, I don't know. I feel like I was not going to use Price of Loyalty very well. This card could have maybe been worth it, but I had a lot of kind of finicky cards. You see a Guard Approach was actually okay. It was more so just like not the drawing the stuff around it or having my opponent draw that stupid ghoul. Just tough losses. The mana was not the best for a triple red card, but it would have been sweet to get it going. I never cast Meteor Swarm. Tough. If I just ripped him out instead of an island that one turn, would have been able to win that game. That's how it goes, though. If you made it all the way to the end of the video, in the comments section down below, leave hashtag experimental aggro to let me know you made it all the way to the end of the video. Definitely some experimenting going on, but a lot of learning as well. If you would like to support my work, you can do so via the Patreon, patreon.com/NicolaiBolas, linked in the description down below. And you can gain access to some cool rewards like my tier list and all sorts of other stuff, and also help me continue making these videos. You can also find the Discord server, the Twitch stream, and my articles linked below as well. And as always, if you have a question, leave a comment and hit the thumbs up button, subscribe, hit the bell, all that stuff. That's going to do it for this video, though. Soul Knife Spy MVP, pretty much, I think. And I will talk to you folks next time.